Okay, so for my own critique, I chose to focus on the lesson module 2, which is called Defining Volumetric Form with Lines. And the project is the wire sculpture. I found this one probably my favorite out of all of the assignments that we have done this semester. I felt like this was something that I've never done before, and it was a little bit of a challenge. And so I think that's why I enjoyed it so much, is because it was something that I wasn't used to creating. I am going into graphic design, so that is very much on a computer, and not really working with my hands. And this was the project that I felt like I didn't have a lot of abilities to work with my hands. They were kind of hard wires to work with, and so I definitely put a lot of time into this project. And I'm pretty happy with how it looks and how it turned out. So describing this, it is a jellyfish. I used what I see squiggly lines and straight lines. I see a base, which is um, the top of the sculpture, which is the head of the jellyfish. And then I see I used a line in between the wires to make the lines of the wires go down. I used a line from the top to side to side, which I was able to put wires in the middle of that line to make the the wires that are hanging able to be in the middle of the sculpture. As I analyzed this, it was made by wire. I also used wire cutters, um, and to cut the wire as to also wrap um, around the wire, because it was a little sharp and it kind of hurt my hands. So I was able to use the wire cutters, um, the top of it, to make sure that it closed all the way. And so this wire sculpture has a lot of stability to it. Um, as I interpret this, it's a jellyfish. And for me, it's easy to tell. I'm hoping that it came across that way and it was easy to tell for other people. But as I created this, I really tried to shape the top of the jellyfish as it has a little squiggle, has a little dip in the top of it. And I really wanted to get that across. Another thing that was a little challenging was the actual base of it, trying to wrap around all of these little hanging elements. It was pretty hard to kind of keep that base what I wanted it to be. So it was a lot of shaping and a lot of manipulating that top of the jellyfish to make it how I want it to look. But overall, I'm really happy with the outcome of this jellyfish. Overall, I think that I accomplished my goal to sculpt a jellyfish. It was definitely a very different way of design for me, but I think it was a little bit of a challenge, but I think I am really happy how this has turned out. And it was definitely something, it was a learning curve for sure. But I think it looks good. I love how the lines hanging are all kind of different sizes and different widths and different lengths. I think it adds to the sculpture. And um, stepping back from this project and really evaluating it, I'm really happy how it turned out. Um, and yeah, this is my wire sculpture. And thank you.